Hey everybody, Dr. Christopher Vogelman here. I am the founder of Crucial Business, and I just wanted to give you a few tips today on how you can improve your Facebook ads to attract more patients to your dental practice. And the first thing we're going to talk about today is something called ad maturing, and then I'm going to give you 7 tips on how to make your ad far more effective. And we're just going to take probably about 11 minutes or so to go through this. And hopefully you'll find this very useful as you continue your ad campaigns. So let's get on with it. So let's take a look at how these 7 Facebook ad tweaks lowered our ad cost by 34% in 48 to 72 hours. Here's what you're going to learn in the next 11 minutes or so. Why engagement is your best secret to lower ad costs. And the 7 tweaks that make your ads cheaper. And finally, how to expand on those 7 tweaks to get even more inexpensive cost per click for your Facebook ads. And at the very end, you'll have a degree of confidence and knowledge that will help you to get better results for your ads. Now, here's how I discovered this Facebook ad cost reducing hack. Well, I was running Facebook ad campaigns for my doctor clients, and I was also running Facebook ad campaigns for real bricks and mortar businesses who wanted more customers. So we were looking at people who were having services as well as selling physical goods. Now, what I'm about to show you is a super duper secret. It's something called ad maturing. And this plays into how Facebook's ad algorithm actually works. Now, here's how the algorithm works. We're going to start with example number 1. Now, granted, when you're in dental practice or any other medical practice, you're going to be working with something, maybe a $2,500 service or item per sale as opposed to something for $25. But let's just use $25 for simplicity's sake. So we have a $25 product for sale. And we set up a new Facebook ad and send our target audience to the sales page. Now, on the first day, we decide to spend $100 per day. And that first day, it actually costs us 65 cents per click. And so we get a click-through rate of about 3%, which is really not too shabby on Facebook. In fact, direct mail gets probably about half of 1%. So we spend all of the $100 and we get 154 clicks because the cost, as we said before, is 65 cents per click. Now we make one stinking sale, and we're actually $75 in the hole. Now let's make a few small changes for our second example. We still have a $25 product for sale, and we set up the same ad from above, and on this first day we only spend $20 instead of that $100. So the first day still costs us 65 cents per click, and we're still getting that click-through rate of about 3%. We spend all of our $20 and we get 31 clicks because of that 65 cent per click cost. We wind up making no sales whatsoever and are actually $20 in the hole. Yee. Now you may be thinking, Christopher, Dr. V, we're still in the hole. But here's where things get really interesting. It's that Facebook ad algorithm. Now, engagement, as we said before, is really the key to lowering the cost for your ad on Facebook. Facebook really wants to train people in terms of behavior to click on ads and get positive responses. So, if you've got an ad that gets some clicks and is seen as a good post at the same time, boom, bingo, Facebook rewards you. In fact, the reward is significant. So instead of that 65 cent cost per click sticking with us, we start to see our cost go down rapidly. This is the algorithm optimizing your ad for your particular audience. So we spend $20 per day for 5 days instead of that $100 that we blow on the first day. But after those 5 days, we say before, we've spent that same $100 in the example 1, but unlike the case with example 1, we got way more clicks because we got good engagement and we let our ad optimize over time. It was nurtured and it started getting some really good Facebook juice. Here's the big secret. You always should start with a low daily budget and let your ad mature. I mean, and I'm talking low, like it could be $5 or even $3. Sometimes we've even done $2. But it's better than blowing all your money on the very first day. And an ad that gets good clicks and engagement, even in a lower daily budget, gets cheaper fast. That's your reward. And you should only ramp up your ad spend when you have achieved that cheaper click-through. And only ramp up your ad spend when your ad's making sales at that cheaper click-through. And you got to be okay with not making money the first few days once an ad is live. It'll start to make money once your ad matures, as long as sales are coming through. And your cost per click lowers naturally because your ad's gotten good engagement. So the real secret is that good engagement. It's the likes, it's the comments, it's the shares, even the loves. You'd be surprised how many people actually love an ad. So if getting engagement with your ads is the key, how do you design an ad that gets engagement? Well, it all comes down to 7 important things. These are the 7 tweaks that get your ad more engagement, and it will lower your cost per click. And the first one that we really want to consider is the ad image. Now, this is really significant. These are the characteristics you want to look for, which is you should have eyes that look back at your audience. That creates greater engagement. And have some colors that contrast to Facebook. So Facebook tends to be blue and white, so we like to make lighter colored blues, oranges, yellows, something that will make your ad image pop out. And it really has to be congruent with the ad copy that you will include. Because you just don't want to see a cup of coffee here with free teeth whitening session. That's just not going to be quite congruent. You want to see something that really relates to the smile directly in this case. And there has to be something a little bit off about them, something not quite right. And in this case, you can even look at the blue eyes of this individual, and they are enhanced quite a bit, most likely with contact lenses. Now, another one is the brand image. And I'm going to go back just a slide here. You'll see that here we have Danville Dental, which is a place in upstate New York. But it's a little bit better if you go with an ad image which really is a person. We call it a persona. And the brand image, you should use a page or brand image that looks like a person as opposed to looking like a brand. Number 3 is this ad post text. So you really don't want to write a book. I mean, this isn't War and Peace or the Bible. You got to keep it short, all right? And if you were a person sharing something with a friend, you might have something like, cool, awesome, check this out, unbelievable, something really short and easy that you would share with your friends. And the funny thing is, most people never even notice the little word sponsored underneath the name of the persona that you have. Now, unless it's a targeted offer, this should seem like a person commenting on something that shares, the cool, the check this out that we said before. Now, in this case, this really is a targeted offer, and we'll go into greater detail about that in just a moment. Now, let's take a look at the ad headline. I've gone back to the targeted offer of Danville Dental. And the simple headline formula is that it needs to seem like a story. It needs to have a main feature. So you see we have the story, do you have a big day planned and you want to look extra special? This is what we might use for weddings or proms or some sort of family photos. It's a big event thing. The main feature really in this case you can see is the free teeth whitening session. And it needs to have that main benefit, hey, you're going to get it for free. And it needs to have a time. All right, so we put in the upcoming wedding, prom, vacation, whatever it is, and it's time limited. Now, numbers 5, 6, and 7 have to do with the greater amount of engagement. And these are key signs of engagement that Facebook looks for and rewards you for. In fact, you're rewarded more for loves and reactions like wow or laughing than you are for simple likes. Facebook loves to see a stronger emotional reaction. And the other thing that you're rewarded for too, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner, is if somebody likes your page. So liking the page is more significant than liking the post. And the little button in the lower right-hand corner of the ad, sign up for this offer, that's another call to action.
So as we see before, the main ad copy is very clear about who the ad is aimed for. It states the offer clearly with the reasons that they can use this offer to their advantage. And the ad image, as we said before, is this attractive, smiling woman who the audience can make a connection with. I mean, the eyes are really a key in this. I recommend stock at adobe.com to get some great royalty-free images. The headline we talked about before clearly highlights the offer. The ad description states the terms and lets them know they need to sign up. And the domain name is easy to read so the audience can find you online. In this case, we had danvilledental.com. And that call to action button, sign up, that's where you're prepping people to get more information. I mean, they know they're going to give you their name, email address, and probably a phone number. There's no question about that. So it's no big surprise to them. So now you have the knowledge to create a great Facebook ad and attract qualified new patients. So it's time for you to get your likes, your loves, your comments, and your shares. And so with that, we conclude our 7 tweaks, as well as the secret of aging your ads to perfection.
Hey, so now that you know how to utilize the power of ad maturing, along with the 7 tips that we've just given you, you'll be able to be far more effective in your Facebook advertising and attract qualified new dental patients. Whether it's veneer patients or Invisalign, or if you're in pediatric practice, these are great tips that will help you have a more effective ad campaign and result in windfalls for your practice. So if you have any questions or comments, please let me know how these tips are working for you. You can message me right here and I'll be happy to help. Thanks very much. Have a great day.